Thank you, swimmers. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the women's 800 freestyle relay. The awards will be presented by Ginny Nussbaum from Long Island Aquatic Club. Finishing in 8th place, Edina Swim Club, Beagler, Cameron, Pulaski, and Lama. In 7th place, Long Island Aquatic Club B Team, Luca, Carafin, McDonald, and Anderson. Finishing 6th, Swim Mat Carolina A-Team, Smith, Mallard, Shu, and Smith. Finishing in 5th place, Streamline Aquatics, Hager, Christensen, Scoob, and Hager. Finishing 4th, Schroeder Swim Team, Dickinson, Lotz, Anderson, and Dickinson. In 3rd, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Wolf, Hayes, Wolf, and Patton. Finishing 2nd, the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Hagerman, Anderson, Johansson, and Wasylenki. And your junior national champions, combining in a time of 8:11 flat for a new 15:16 national age group record, the team of Vivian Zangaro, Sarah Luca, Una Diaz, and Alex Siegel. A round of applause for all of our competitors in the 4x2 for the women, and for your top 8 finishers featured here. Presenting your top 8 teams from the men's 800 freestyle relay. Presenting the awards from Irvine Nova Aquatics, Ken Lamont and Nate Wilcox. Finishing in 8th place, Club Wolverine, Jong, Noah, Campbell, and Stenson. Finishing 7th, Swimmac Carolina, Crow, Alzate, Kegel, and Sweet. Finishing 6th, Pleasanton, Oransky, Ting, Hill, and Lai. Finishing in 5th, Nitro Swimming, Hernandez Ojeda, Bell, Bose, and Bennett. Finishing 4th, Gold Medal Swim Club, Kellis, Foley, Ellsworth, and Lindsay. Finishing 3rd, the Irvine Nova Aquatics B team, Mann, Kim, Stewart, and O'Mara. In 2nd place, Badger Swim Club, Geck, Barrett, Bellick, and Cooper. And your 2026 Junior National Champions, finishing in a time of 7:29.99. The Irvine Nova Aquatics A team, Andrew Maximowski, Michael Wang, Eric Chen, and Tyler Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause please for our top 8 finishers in the men's 800 freestyle relay and for all of our competitors in the 800 freestyle relay. If we could have a coach from Rose Bowl to the resolution desk. Rose Bowl to the resolution desk. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the William Willett Junior Aquatic Center for Day 3 Finals of the 2026 Junior National Championships. Tonight's session will feature the women's and men's 200 backstroke, followed by the women's and men's 100 butterfly. We'll then turn to the women's and men's 400 freestyle, and conclude the evening with the women's and men's 200-meter medley relays. Junior national titles, podium finishes, and personal best performances are all on the line. We'll be getting Day 3 finals underway in just a couple of minutes. But first, we ask that you please rise, if you are able, for the playing of our national anthem. We'll be kicking things off with the women's 200 backstroke. Junior meet record in this event is a 2:09.04, set back in 2013 by Kylie Stewart from Dynamo. Junior world record is held by Reagan Smith, a 2:03.35 from 2019. D final. D final underway on the women's 200 back. Our first heat of the evening, swimming in lane number 1 from Seattle, Maddie Jovanovic. In 2, Bray Aquatics, Adeline Lee. In 3, from Long Island Aquatic Club, Una Diaz. Swimming in 4 for Crimson Aquatics, Sarah Rapucci. In 5, from UCD, Summer Thresher. In 6, from Montverde Aquatic Club, Stella Belmore. Swimming for Santa Clara Swim Club in 7, Aya Gillis-Pade. And in 8, from Duneland Swim Club, Adeline Loeffner. First at the 50 was Belmore. She was a 31.74. She appears to have the lead as they head into the 100. She's followed closely by Thresher in 5. And it'll be Belmore and Thresher at the 100. Belmore 106.50, Thresher 106.73. At the 150, still Belmore, 141.74, Thresher 142.46. She's extended that lead off a 35.2 split. Currently sitting in third is lane 8, Adeline Loftner, 143.08. Moving up really well in this final 50, Adeline Lee. And she's taken over the lead. Adeline Lee up in lane number 2. Swimming for Brea Aquatics. In under the flags and in for the touch, it will be Lee in a 2:16.52, dropping nearly 2.5 seconds from her morning swim. Second in the heat goes to Jovanovic up in lane number 1, 2:16.93. C final. Your C finalists in the women's 200 back, swimming in 1, Blazing Barracudas, Josephine Pilion. 2, Long Island Aquatic Club, Julia Luca. In 3, from XL Aquatics, Celia Francis. In 4, representing Germantown, Amelia Gibson. Swimming in 5, from Alamo Heights, Abby Cowart. Swimming in 6, for Rockwall Aquatics, Elizabeth Chu. In 7, swimming for Streamline Aquatics, Tessa Christensen. And in lane 8, from Michigan Lakeshore, Cameron Seegers. Fastest 50 split belonged to Celia Francis in lane 3, 32.0. The field very evenly matched on that first 75 meters. Still Francis though with the lead, lane 4 and 5 in close contention. That's Gibson from Germantown and Cowart, just 13 years old, from Alamo Heights. At the 100, 106.60 for Francis. She's a 34.6 on that second 50. 34.1 for Cowart in lane number 5. And Cowart has taken over now. She's a 141.32 out of lane 5. Second is Gibson in 4. Francis is third. And Gibson is making a charge in lane number 4. She's picked up the stroke rate. She's gone past Cowart. And Francis is trying to go with her. Gibson and Cowart in under the flags, and Gibson gets it done, 2:15.94. Cowart was second in the heat, 2:16.12. Third in the heat goes to Celia Francis in a 2:17.1. B final. Swimming in the B final in lane 1, Ava Eddy, Stingrays. 2, Claire O'Mara, Rancho. In 3, Lexi Cook for CSP Tide Riders. In 4, Farrah Klein, Long Island Aquatic Club. Swimming in 5, Lily Dorito, York YMCA. In 6, Michelle Dean, Dayton Raiders. In 7, also from the Dayton Raiders, Kennedy Nutbrock. And in lane 8 from Hill Country, Lucy Gilbreth. 31.5 for Farrah Klein in lane 4 on the opening 50. She's trailed closely by Lily Dorito, just 13 years old, from York YMCA. And moving well through the first 75 meters is Claire O'Mara from Rancho in lane number 2. It's going to be O'Mara from Rancho in lane 2, in control at the 100. She flips in a 1:05.49. Second at the 100 was Klein in a 1:06.06. O'Mara looking to extend here. And at the 150, O'Mara still leads. Her split time, a 1:39.91. She was a 34.4 on that 50. But just to her right, Lexi Cook was a 33.9 on that 50. She's in second and looking to move up on this final 50. Also moving well in lane number 5, Lily Dorito. She's not out of it just yet, and Dorito's picked up the stroke rate. O'Mara, Klein, and O'Mara, Cook, and Dorito in under the flags and getting the touch. It is going to be Dorito in a 2:14.08. She gets the heat win. Second in the heat goes to Claire O'Mara in lane 2 to 2:14.13. Third to Lexi Cook, 2:14.31. That time for Dorito slots her in at number 31 all time for girls 13 and 14 in the 200 back. Your championship finalists in the women's 200 backstroke. Swimming in lane 1, representing Swimmac, North Carolina, Elise Burrell. In 2 for Palatine Park, Vera Koenig. Swimming in 3 for the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Sydney Wasolenki. Swimming in 4, your top qualifier, representing Clovis Swim Club, Rowan Wilbur. Swimming in 5 from Nova, Virginia, Lane Francis. In 6 from Seahawks Swim Club, Alyssa Alberton. Swimming in 7 from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Emily Wolf. In lane 8, from Aquajets Swim Team, Claire Wilkie. Championship final. Wilbur and Francis were 2:13s this morning to qualify in lanes 4 and 5. Francis was a 2:10.99 at Nationals just a couple of days ago. Wilbur was a 2:12.31. Connick up in lane 2 owns a personal best of 2:12.09 from trials a couple of years ago, so it should be a very interesting race. But out to a quick start is Lane Francis, lane 5, 30.62. Alberton was second at the 50 in a 31.20, but Francis is out in a hurry in lane number 5. Francis opening up a body length lead heading into the 100 wall. She's a 1:03.99, great opening 100 for her. Second for Wilbur in a 1:05.03. Third for Alberton in a 1:05.13. Francis trying to extend, but Wilbur trying to make a move in lane 4. With just over 50 meters left to swim, this is Francis's race to lose. But Wilbur is giving her chase. Wilbur has closed that gap to less than a second. 1:38.10 for Francis, 1:38.92 for Wilbur. And Waselenki is moving well in lane 3 as well. She was a 33.7 on that 50. It's Francis and Wilbur with less than 25 meters to go. Francis trying to hold on in lane number 5. Wilbur moving really well in 4. She's picking up the stroke rate. And getting in for the touch, Francis holds on in lane number 5, 2:11.72. Wilbur just 11 hundredths behind in a 2:11.83. And third place in the heat out of lane 8, Claire Wilkie in a 2:13.30. And that time for Wilkie slots her in at number 90 all time. In the 200 back 15:16. If we can have a coach from Nova, Virginia to the ready room, please. Thank you. And if we could have a coach from Rose Bowl to the resolution desk. Thank you so much. presenting your top 8 finishers in the women's 200 backstroke. The awards for this event will be presented by Mike Julian from Nova of Virginia. Finishing in 8th place from Sumac, Carolina, Elise Burrell. In 7th place from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Emily Wolf. In 6th place from Palatine Park, Vera Connick. Finishing 5th from Seahawk Swim Club, Alyssa Alberton. Finishing 4th from the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Sydney Wasalenki. In 3rd place from Aquajet Swim Team, Claire Wilkie. In 2nd place from Clovis Swim Club, Rowan Wilbur. And your junior national champion, winning in a time of 2:11.72 from Nova, Virginia, Lane Francis. A round of applause, please, for all of our finalists this evening in the women's 200 back. We'll be moving on to the men's 200 back. Junior meet record in this event is a 157.88 set last year by Gavin Keogh from Flatiron Athletics. Junior world record is a 155.14 from Klimat Kolesnikov of Russia. D final. Your D finalists in the water now, swimming in 1 for Nitro, Grady Bell. In 2 from Lancaster Aquatic, Brody Reber. In 3, Nova, Virginia, Chance Lowry. In 4, Sierra Marlins, Robbie Doolittle. Swimming in 5 for Crimson Aquatics, Jonathan Peel Hawaii. In 6 from Avon Swim Club, Breck Boyd. In 7, Ethan Meeker, Swim Atlanta. And in lane 8, Long Island's Reed O'Connell. Reber was first at the 50. He's swimming in lane 2, 28.35. Lowry had the better of the turns and came up with the lead. He's a 28.38 on the opening 50, and he's got the lead heading into the 100. Reber putting together a really, Lowry putting together a really good second 50 there, a 30.48 on that second 50 to open up nearly a body length lead. He was a 58.86 at the 100. Lowry in lane 3 was a PR this morning of 2:05.01. And at the 150, he's a 130.78 on pace to lower that again. Second at the 150 is a 132.55 out of lane 2. That's Brody Reber. So it's Laurie and Reber sitting 1 and 2. Reber trying to make a move in lane 2. Just under 10 meters to go is Laurie and Reber. And the pair will head in for the touch. Laurie gets it done in a 2:03.21. Reber just a tenth behind at 2:03.31. Personal best for both of those gentlemen. Third, 2:04.30 for Robbie Doolittle in lane 4. C final. C final men's 200 back in 1 for North Carolina Aquatic Club, Colt Chairs. In 2, Ensworth Aquatics, Elliot Darr. In 3 from Foothill Swim Team, Joey Sutterman. Swimming 4 for Columbia Swimming, Ewan Dalrymple. In 5 from Tide Swimming, Parker Knapp. In 6, swimming for New Wave Swim Team, Cody Watts. In 7, Ethan Hammondtree, City of Midland. And in 8 from Pleasanton Seahawks, Blake Hill. Dalrymple, who won the 200 fly just a couple of nights ago. He was a 155.6 in the fly discipline. Let's see what he can do here in backstroke. He was out first in a 29.20. Currently sitting in second is Elliot Darr in lane 2. He's swimming for Ensworth Aquatics. And Dalrymple, 59.97, a 30.7 on that split, fastest in the field. Second fastest split time belonged to Darr in a 31.1. Dalrymple 130.80, Darr a 132.09. Dalrymple's best time is a 2:03.48. He's gonna have to be back in about a 32 mid to be under that. And he's opening up even more of a lead on the rest of the field. Darr trying to stay in contention, but Dalrymple really putting his legs into it in these final 15 meters. And Dalrymple, a 2:00.64, taking the heat win and a new PB by nearly 3 seconds. Second in the heat was Darr in a 2:03.65. And third was Colt Chairs in a 2:04.06. B final. Your B finalists in the men's 200 back, swimming in 1 for Badger, Michael Geh. In 2, King Marlin, Elias Mendez. In 3, Nova Virginia, Brady Julian. In 4, from Aqua Wolves, Nolan Cole. Swimming in 5, Max Garbach from Madison Aquatic. In 6, from Riptide, Anders Kochman. In 7, Jonathan Packard, Greenwich. And in 8, Swimmax, Fedor Igoshin. Nolan was a 28.48 to open things up in lane number 4. Swimming well up in lane number 1 is Michael Geh from Badger. He's going to be right with Cole at the 100. Geh and Noel, Geh and Cole at the 100, separated by just 2 100ths of a second. Geh, the only swimmer under 31 on that second 50. At the 150, Geh's opened things up. He's a 131.39. He's a 31.6 on that split. Only person faster than him on that split was a 31.5 from Jonathan Packard in lane 7, and Packard is starting to move. It is Geh, Packard in 7, and Garbach in lane 5. Garbach is moving as well. But Geh is looking to hold on in lane number 1, and he'll get the touch, a 2:02.42. Huge swim for him out of lane number 1. Second in lane 5, Max Garbach in a 2:02.82. Third to Jonathan Packard, 2:03.09. Presenting your championship finalists in the men's 200 backstroke. Swimming in lane number 1, representing Greater Kalamazoo, Liam Smith. In 2 from King Aquatic Club, Grant Bellin. Swimming in 3 for the Academy Bullets, Braden Capon. In 4 from Hillsborough Swim Team, your fastest qualifier, Nico Lee. Swimming in 5 from Asphalt Green, Jonathan Packles. In 6, NAG record holder for 13, 14, 50, and 100 back, Elliot Leisure. Swimming in 7 from Nitro Swimming, Derek Hernandez Ojeda. And in lane number 8 from Peninsula Wave, Owen Sarbach. Championship final. Fastest time in the morning was a 2:00:93 from Nico Lee in lane 4. Jonathan Packles was right behind him in the morning. He's going out quick in lane number 5, and he'll have the lead heading into the 50 wall. Packles 27.64 to open up. He's about 0.7 of a second ahead of the rest of the field. And it'll be Packles, the athlete from Asphalt Green Aquatics, in lane number 5, leading at the 75. Nico Lee right with him. Braden Kappen in lane 3, also within striking distance. And making the turn at the 100, 58.48 for Packles, 58.71 for Kappen, and 58.79 for Lee. Leisure was a 1:00:09. He has the 50 back nag and the 100 back nag. I'm sure he'd love to get the 200 for the 13-14 age group. But this heat right now, Braden Kappen and Nico Lee going 1-2. Excuse me. Nico Lee and Jonathan Packles going 1-2 at the 150, 129.16 to 129.28. That deficit just 12 100ths for Packles. Nico Lee came off that last 50 wall in a hurry, but Packles is still right there with him in lane number 5, and Packles has fought back. Packles is moving up with less than 15 meters to go. Packles has overtaken Lee. He's got a huge finishing kick behind him, and he's gonna head under the flags into the wall in a 1:59.54. His first time under 2 minutes. He gets the win. Second in the heat goes to Grant Bellin up in lane 2, 2:00.25. And third to Nico Lee in a 2:00.54. That time for Elliott Leisure in fifth at 2:01.06 is number 4 all time for 13 and 14s. Coach from Asphalt Green to the ready room, please. Thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the men's 200 backstroke. Presenting the awards will be David Rodriguez from Asphalt Green Unified Aquatics. Finishing in 8th place from Nitro Swimming, Derek Hernandez Ojeda. In 7th from Peninsula Wave, Owen Sarback. In 6th place from Greater Kalamazoo, Liam Smith. In 5th place from Rochester Swim Club, Elliot Leisure. In 4th place from the Academy Bullet Swim Club, Braden Capon. In 3rd place from Hillsborough Swim Team in Oregon, Nico Lee. In 2nd place from King Aquatic Club, Grant Bellin. And your junior national champion, winning the title in a time of 1:59.54, representing Asphalt Green Unified Aquatics, Jonathan Packles. Next up will be the women's 100 fly. Junior meet record is held by Alex Shackle, set back in 2022. It's a 58.33. Junior world record is a 56.33, set 2024 by Mizuki Hirai of Japan. D final. D finalists in the water: in 1 for Houston Bridge Bats, Cadence Johnson; in 2, Nova Virginia, Maddie Bynum; in 3, Orinda's Stella Canoles; in 4, Fishers Area, Audrey Wolf; in 5, XL Aquatics, Mary Ellen Lewis; in 6, Lexi Byrne, Flatiron; in 7, Dynamo's Chloe Capola; and in 8, 757's Emma Liebler. 28.64 for Byrne going out in lane number 6. She still has the lead at the 75. Moving well in lane number 1 is Cadence Johnson from Houston Bridge Bats. And moving on up in the closing stages is Audrey Wolf from Fishers Area. Coming into the wall, it's going to be Wolf and Byrne tying in a 1:01.42. 3rd place in the heat goes to Capola in a 1:01.58. C final. Swimming in the C final of the women's 100 fly, in lane 1, swim Atlanta, Greta Myers. In true, Adina Adeline Biegler. Swimming in 3 from Team Pittsburgh, Delaney O'Toole. In 4 from Munster Swim Club, Lily King. In 5, Janae Sanders, Blue Wave. In 6, swimming for Long Island Aquatic Club, Sarah Luca. In 7 from Westchester, Alba Arnold. And in 8 from Palo Alto, Stanford, Louise Scherer. 27.98 for Lily King out in lane number 4. She was a 101.56 this morning. She's got company in lane number 3 from Delaney O'Toole. O'Toole looking good up in lane number 3. She's opened up a tiny bit of a lead over King in lane 4. And it's gonna be O'Toole heading in for the wall. O'Toole gets the touch, her time a 1:00.58. Huge PB for her out of lane number 3. Second was Arnold in lane 7, 1:00.96. And third in that heat was King in a 1:01.13. B final. B finalists in the water, swimming in lane 1 from Canyons, Tori Yamamura. In 2 from Medina, Faith Lama. In 3, San Ramon's, Katrine Otaegi. In 4 from Streamline Aquatics, Avery Hager. Swimming in 5 from Mount Vernon, Peyton McDaniel. In 6 from Aquajets, Siggy Nemo. In 7 from Schroeder Swim Team, A.B. King. And in 8, Ella Morgan from Manta Ray. Otaegi was a 27.97 to open things up on the first 50. She's swimming out of lane number 3. Immediately to her left is Hager, who's just a 10th behind and is going right with her. Also swimming well in lanes 1 and 2. Lane 1 is Yamamura, lane 2 is Lama. Those 4 swimmers in 1, 2, 3, and 4, all with a chance to win this heat. Into the wall, looks like it's gonna be lane 2, Faith Lama in a 1:00.54. A second faster than she was this morning. Second in the heat, Avery Hager in a 1:00.85. Third to Peyton McDaniel, 1:00.96. Presenting your championship finalists in the women's 100 butterfly. Swimming in lane 1 from the York YMCA, Lily Dorito. In 2, from the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Eliana Leeson. In 3, from Empire KC Swim Club, Lucy Velti. In 4, your top qualifier from Swim Back Carolina, Emma Grace Richardson. In 5, from Westchester Aquatic Club, Inez Arnold. In 6, from Ben Swim Club, Emma Bronson. Swimming in 7, representing Beach Cities Alpha, Erin Arnold. In lane 8, from Livermore Aqua Cowboys, McKinley Scobie. Championship final. Velti was a 59.58 at Nationals. Emma Grace Richardson owns a PB of 59.64 in lane 4. She's the top qualifier. She was a 59.98 and the only one under a minute this morning. Lily Dorito up in lane number 1, slotted in at number 44 all-time for 13.14s with her time this morning. Let's see what these ladies have in store for us this evening. At the 50, Emma Grace Richardson, 27.71. She's up by 11 100ths over Inez Arnold in lane number 5. Lucy Velti came off the wall really well in lane number 3. Lanes 2 through 6 all nearly in a row. And moving well in lane number 3 is Velti. Velti from Empire KC making a move in lane 3. Velti is going to head into the wall with the lead and she'll touch. It goes to Inez Arnold in lane number 5 at 59.64. She gets the win. Second was Emma Grace Richardson in a 59.74, and just 1 100th behind her, Lucy Velti in a 59.75. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the women's 100 butterfly. Presenting your awards will be Carly Ferrero from the from Westchester Aquatic Club. and Caleb Dressel, national team member and world record holder in the men's 100 fly. Finishing in 8th place from Livermore Aqua Cowboys, McKinley Scobie. In 7th place from York YMCA, Lily Dorito. Finishing in 6th place, representing Beach Cities Alpha, Aaron Arnold. In 5th place, swimming for Ben Swim Club, Emma Bronson. In 4th place from the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Eliana Wiesen. In 3rd place from Empire KC, Lucy Velty. Second place from SwimMac Carolina, Emma Grace Richardson. And your junior national champion, swimming a time of 59.64 from Westchester Aquatic Club, Ines Arnold. A round of applause for our top 8 finishers in the women's 100 fly, and a round of applause for all of our competitors this evening in the 100 fly. Next up will be the men's 100 fly. Junior meet record is a 51.88, held by Andrei Minikov from Terrapins. Junior world record, a 50.62, held by Christoph Milak of Hungary. And worth mentioning that the world record is held by the men on the pool deck, Caleb Dressel, in a 49.45. D final.
Step up, please. Take your marks.
D finalists in the men's 100 fly: in 1, Tide Swimming, Parker Knapp; in 2, Brody Reber, Lancaster; in 3, Jack Cunningham, Chelsea Piers; in 4, Alex Pletcher, Cedar Desert; in 5, Carter Kubielski, Star Swimming; in 6, Spencer Green, Denver Swim Academy; in 7, Lincoln Hoffman, Front Range; and in 8, Aramis Willett, Rancho. At the 50, it was Carter Kubielski in a 25.19. Green and Pletcher right there with him. Pletcher comes off the wall well. Also moving well in lane 2 is Brody Reber. But Kubielski looking good in lane 5. Kubielski and Reber. Kubielski in 5, Reber in 2. And Kubielski gets it done in a 54.34. Just 1/100th of a second ahead of Reber in a 54.35. Third place in the heat goes to Lincoln Hoffman in a 54.94. C final. C finalists in 1, Birdie Chandler, Sierra Marlins. In 2, Roman Torres, York YMCA. Swimming in 3, Brady Campbell, Mason Manarays. In 4, Enzo Balbuena, Santa Clara. In 5, Riker Levi, Scarlet. In 6, Teddy O'Donnell, Nassau Wildcat. In 7, Jackson Crowe, Swimmac. And in 8, Henry Linus, Center Grove. 24.97 for Balbuena in lane 4 to open things up. He's got a sizable lead coming off the wall. And Balbuena extending his lead. He is a PB of 54.29 for the Super League Long Course Championships. He's going to touch in a 53.97. Second place in the heat goes to Henry Linus in a 54.40 out of lane 8. And third in the heat, Riker Levi, a 54.52. B final. B final in the water. In 1, Brody Wall, Firefish. 2, Sawyer Stolarczyk, Waterloo. 3, Evan Panwang, Metroplex. 4, Charles Howard, Jupiter Dragons. 5, Owen G, Cincinnati. In 6, Joey Sutterman, Foothills. In 7, Julian Granison, Jupiter Dragons. And in 8, Ewan Dalrymple, Columbia Swimming. Granison was a 24.86 to open his first 50. And Dalrymple in lane 8 is moving well in the second 50, as is lane 4, Charles Howard, and lane 2, Sawyer Stolarczyk. And Dalrymple powering home. He'll finish second. Finishing first is Howard in a 53.82. 1/100th behind is Dalrymple in a 53.83. Third place in the heat, Sawyer Stolarczyk, 54.17. Presenting your championship finalists in the men's 100 fly. Swimming in lane number 1, representing Aquastorm, Isaiah Ayers. In lane number 2, from Nassau Wildcat, Aiden Kaplan. In lane number 3, from Nassau Wildcat, Ethan Chung. Swimming in 4 from Lakeside, your top qualifier, Maxwell Stanislaus. In lane number 5, swimming for Schroeder Swim Team, Dawson Walters. In 6 from Phoenix Swim Club, Cole Fout. Representing Gold Medal Swim Club in lane 7, Langston Lindsay. And in lane 8, swimming for Crimson Aquatics, Alex Dale. Championship final. Fastest swimmer this morning was Maxwell Stanislaus in a 53.55. He'll have lane 4. Fastest PB in the field is Langston Lindsay in lane number 7. He was a 53.47 at Nationals a couple days ago. And the field pretty tightly bunched at the 50. Looks like Stanislaus, though, may have the lead at the 50. He does, 24.73. Cole Fout is second, 24.91. Currently sitting in third is Ethan Chung in a 24.93. Stanislaus came off that wall quite well. He has the lead. Lanes 3 and 2 going with him. In 2, that's Kaplan. In 3, that's Chung. Less than 10 meters to go, and it's still Stanislaus. The field very close, though. And Stanislaus gets the touch in a 53.07. He gets the heat win, 4/10 over Ethan Chung in lane number 3. Aiden Kaplan gets third in a 53.54. There's a tie for third between Kaplan and Lindsay, 53.54. And if we could have a coach from Lakeside Aquatic Club to the ready room. Coach or representative from Lakeside, thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the men's 100 butterfly. The awards will be presented by Lakeside Aquatic Club's Bill Christensen and by U.S. national team member and Olympian Caleb Dressel. Finishing in 8th place, representing Crimson Aquatics, Alex Daly. In 7th place, from Aquastorm, Isaiah Ayers and Cole Fout. Finishing in 5th place, from Schroeder Swim Team, Dawson Walters. Tying for 3rd place in 53.54, Aiden Kaplan from NASA Wildcat and Langston Lindsay from Gold Medal Swim Club. In 2nd place in a time of 53.47 from NASA Wildcat, Ethan Chung. And your junior national champion, winning the title in a time of 53.07, representing Lakeside Aquatic Club, Maxwell Stanislaus. Congratulations to all of our top 8 finishers and to all of our finalists this evening in the men's 100 fly. We'll now be moving on to the women's 400 freestyle. Junior meet record in this event is a 4:07.26 held by Jillian Ryan. Swam for North Baltimore. Junior world record is a 3:56.08 held by Summer McIntosh of Team Canada. D final. D final of the women's 400 free, swimming in 1 from Rockwall Aquatic, Elizabeth Chu. In 2, Aquajet Swim Team, Ivy Solt. In 3, Charlotte Milky, Circle City. In 4, for St. Petersburg, Ansley Bess. In 5, Ava Di Pasquale, Sarasota Tsunami. In 6, Josie Marino, Scarlet Aquatics. In 7, Millie Birch, Asphalt Green. In lane 8 from Team Pittsburgh, Olivia George. Just 0.3 of a second separated these ladies in the prelims. We'll see what they've got in store for us this evening. And we'll see what kind of strategies play out. But currently leading the way are lanes 3 and 4. Milky in 3 in a 1:02.16. Bess flips at a 1:02.26. $134.9 for Bess at the 150, She's a 32.7 on that 50. Next fastest split belonged to Millie Birch in lane 7. She was a 32.9, and she's starting to come on up in lane 7. At the 200, it's Bess in 4, Birch in lane 7 for Agua. Birch, no doubt inspired by her teammate who just won a national title in the 200 back, Jonathan Backles. And she takes over the lead in lane 7. Birch has now opened up 0.6 of a second of a lead in lane number 7. She's at 32.5 on that split. Fastest in the field. The lanes 4 and 5 out. 4 and 5 not out of it by any stretch. 4, that's Bess. Di Pasquale in 5, moving well as well. Heading into the 300, Birch, followed by Di Pasquale, followed by Bess. Less than 75 meters to go. Birch breathing to her left. She can see Di Pasquale. And she's still got a second of a lead over Di Pasquale as they head for home. Less than 25 meters to go. Birch looking to get it done in the D final for Agua. Di Pasquale moving really well in lane number 5. The race is on for third between Milky in 3 and Bess in 4. But getting the touch in the D final is going to be Millie Birch in a 4:19.09. Second in the D final, Di Pasquale in a 4:19.61. And third to Ansley Bess in a 4:22.55. C final. Swimming in the C final, women's 400 free. In 1, Una Diaz, Long Island. In 2, Amelia Gibson, Germantown. In 3, Jaden Sun, Metroplex. Swimming in 4 from Point Aquatics, Ella Hafner. In 5 from Bray Aquatics, Adolyn Lee. In 6 from the Woodlands, Isabella Muir. In 7, St. Charles Swim Team, Kate Farrell. And in 8, La Mirada, Cassie Espinosa. At the 100, it's Jaden Sun in a 1:01.55. Second at the 100 was Kate Farrell, lane 7. The 150, it's still Sun, 134.4. She's a 32.8 on that split. The field splitting pretty evenly, everyone between a 32.6 and a 32.9. Sun in lane 3, Pharrell in lane number 7. They'll have the lead heading into the 200, but still a lot of swimming left to go in this heat. Less than 175 meters to swim. Mir has made her move in lane 6. She takes over. Kate Farrell is in second. Mir was a 32.2 on that 50. And she moves in to the 300 wall in a hurry. Mir has opened up nearly a body length lead in lane 6. Farrell trying to stay with her in lane 7. At the 300, Mir 3:13.01, Farrell 3:14.19, and Jaden Sun 3:14.8 up in lane 3. Isabella Mir has opened up over 2 seconds of a lead over Kate Farrell in lane number 7. She's a 32.44. And she is going to look to close this one out in lane number 6. The race for second, though, between lanes 1, 2, and 3. Diaz in 1, Gibson in 2, Sun in lane 3. But it'll be all Isabella Mir, 4:18.04. Second in the heat goes to Amelia Gibson in a 4:19.79. Third to Una Diaz, 4:19.99. B final. B finalists in 1, Bryn Sundell, Madison. 2, Grace Pinto, Swim Atlanta. 3, Ann Dickinson, Schroeder. In 4, Anna Schnowski, Quest Swimming. Swimming in 5, Mia Eubank, Nova, Virginia. In 6, Lila Sherman, The Fish. In 7, Ava Metzger, Brownsburg. And in 8, Kingsley Roosevelt, Wolverine. Sherman and Metzger in 6 and 7, looking good heading into the 100 wall. Also Gisela Jorsling in lane 1. Metzger was a 1:01.46. At the 150, Sherman takes the lead, 134.55. She's got about 0.2 over Metzger, 134.72. .200 meters down, 200 to go. Sherman in a 2:08.02. Metzger's still right there with her in a 2:08.19, and Eubank in lane number 5, very much in the conversation. A reminder to all of the athletes as well as the coaches, please do not climb over the railings. As a safety concern, we do ask you not to climb. Thank you. At the 250, 241.06 for Sherman. Metzger has fallen off just a little bit, but she's still very much in the conversation. Second at the 250 was a 241.11 for Eubank. Schnowski there in lane number 4. She's moved on up in lane 4. 241.18. She had the fastest 50 split. And Schnowski in lane 4 asserting herself heading into the 300 wall. Lanes 4, 5, and 6 turning together. Eubank in first, Schnowski in second, Sherman in third, separated by just 1/10 of a second. Schnowski and Eubank at the 350, separated by just 1/100th of a second. Sherman trying to find a second gear here. And Schnowski with a powerful kick behind her is trying to put some distance between herself and Eubank, but Eubank right there with her and closing really fast. Eubank is going to get the touch in a 4:17.37. She inches out Schnowski by just 0.2 of a second. Schnowski a 4:17.58. And Sherman was third in a 4:18.43. Presenting your championship finalists in the women's 400 freestyle. Swimming in lane number 1 from Badger Swim Club, Gisela Jorsling. In lane number 2 from Flying Fish, Layla Stafford. Representing Club Wolverine in lane 3, Adrian Shadler. Your top qualifier swimming in 4 for Reach Aquatics, Ellie Patla. Swimming in 5 from Long Island Aquatic Club, Alex Siegel. Representing Tyler Rose Aquatic in lane 6, Madeline Petty. In lane number 7, from Jupiter Dragons, Veronica Metz. And in lane number 8, from Santa Clara Swim Club, Violet Rudder. Championship final. Ellie Patla, lane 4, was fastest out of the heat. She was a 4:14.36. She gets off to a pretty good quick start in lane 4. Fastest PB in the field belongs to Alex Siegel. She's a 4:09.88. She's swimming in lane number 5. But Patla, 28:41 to open things up in lane number 4. Patla was a 4:17.45 at the sectionals in Westmont about a month ago in July, looking very strong in this opening 100 meters. And she'll turn at the 100 in a 59.36. Her next closest competitor about 1.7 seconds behind her, that's Siegel in a 1:01.09. And currently in third is Adrian Shadler from Club Wolverine in a 1:01.50. Patla continuing to look good here at the 150. It's still early, but she's a 1:31.15. Siegel a 1:32.8. And Siegel had the fastest split time there, a 31:71 out of lane number 5. And Siegel starting to close the gap just a tiny bit. It's still gonna be Patla in lane number 4. She's gonna lead heading into the 200. They'll touch, and they'll have less than 200 meters to go. 2:03.48 for Patla, 2:04.86 for Siegel. Shadler at 2:05.80. They are sitting 1, 2, and 3. Split time there for Siegel was a 32.06. She was the fastest in the field. She's breathing to her left now. She can see Patla with every single stroke. At the 250, Patla 2:35.35. Siegel just 1.3 seconds behind her. Shadler at a 2:38.35, just 3 seconds behind the lead. Patla not giving an inch here. She's still maintaining a body length lead. Siegel still fighting valiantly behind her in second. And trying to close that gap as much as she can. Into the 300 turn. Patla 3:08.05. Her lead now cut to just 0.8 of a second. Siegel was a 32.1 on that 50. Shadler still in third, up in 3. With 75 to go, and Siegel has pulled even with Shadler, with Patla. Shadler still in third. And they'll go into the 350 wall, and Siegel will have a slight advantage. Opens up 0.5 of a lead over Patla. Siegel opening up a body length lead here. She's got the most strength heading into this final 25. Patla trying to stay with her, but Siegel, who set a national age group record in the relay last night, looking to win a national title here in the 400 free. She'll get the touch, 4:11.41 for Siegel. Patla second in a 4:14.27. And third to Shadler in a 4:15.76 from Club Wolverine. We could have a coach or representative from Long Island Aquatic Club over to the ready room. Thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the women's 400 freestyle. The awards will be presented by Long Island Aquatic Club's Ginny Nussbaum. Finishing in 8th place from Badger Swim Club, Gisela Jorsling. In 7th place from Flying Fish, Arizona, Layla Stafford. In 6th place from Tyler Rose Aquatic Club, Madeline Petty. In 5th place from Jupiter Dragon Swim Team, Veronica Metz. In 4th place from Santa Clara Swim Club, Violet Rudder. Finishing in 3rd, representing Club Wolverine, Adrian Shadler. In 2nd place, representing Reach Aquatic Swim Club, Ellie Patla. Your junior national champion, swimming to a time of 4:11.41, swimming for Long Island Aquatic Club, Alex Siegel. Congratulations to all of our finalists in the women's 400 free. And next up will be the men's 400 free. Junior meet record in this event is a 3:47.00 set in 2023 by Aaron Shackle from Carmel Swim Club. Junior world record is a 3:44.31 set that same year by Peter Mitzen. D final. D final, men's 400 free. In lane 1 for Mesa Aquatics, Gavin Williard. In 2, North Carolina Aquatic Club, Colt Chairs. In 3 at Astra, Banks Anderson. Swimming in 4 from Long Island, Johnny Macco. In 5 from North Baltimore, Spencer Belbot. In 6, Pleasanton Seahawks, CJ Lee. In 7 from Gold Medal Swim Club, Kevin Foley. And in 8 from Riverside, Dash Deanda. At the 100, Banks Anderson, 56.93 from Ad Astra. Second, 57.01, Johnny Macco in lane 4. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 swimming well. Also looking good up in lane number 1 is Gavin Williard. Anderson still leading at the 150 in lane number 3. Opening up a little bit more of a lead. And going with him in lane 4 is Macco. Williard not out of it in lane number 1. (157.34) at the 200. 200 meters down, 200 to go. Anderson still looking good in lane 3. Macco breathing to his right and watching him with every other stroke. And Williard currently sitting in 3rd in lane 1. Anderson 258.4, Macco 259.0, Williard 259.9. These athletes were 400 lows this morning for all setting PBs. At this pace, they're going to be under that. Let's help them home. Anderson 328.79, Macco 329.51. And moving into 3rd is Dash Deanda in lane 8. But Anderson looking unstoppable in this D final in lane number 3. Macco trying to close that gap in the closing stages. But it's going to be Banks Anderson 358.55 to take the heat win. Macco 359.03. And 3rd to Deanda in lane 8, 400.11. C final. C final in the pool. And swimming in lane 1 for Boilermaker, Matthew Rose. 2, Pleasanton, Christopher Wong. In 3, Alto Swim Club, Reese Juice. Swimming for Irvine in lane 4, Eric Chen. Representing 757 in lane 5, Will Hardig. In 6, from New Wave, Sam Marsteiner. In 7, Jeremy Ting, Pleasanton. And in lane 8, Collier Stanton, Gwinnett. Reese Juice jumps out to an early lead in lane number 3. He's at 27-1. Looks smooth and controlled. Matthew Rose in lane number 1. Appears to be in second place at this stage. $56.70 for Juice at the 100. $57.28 for Rose. And currently in third is Eric Chen, $57.61. Still Juice at the 150, he's a 30.1 on that split. Only person to outsplit him is Matthew Rose in lane 1, he's a 30.0. And they're breathing towards each other as they head into the 200 wall. At the 200, 157.62, 157.79 for Rose. Just 17/100 separating them. At the 250, they turn together. Rose has closed the gap. He's just 2/100ths behind Juice. And third is Will Hartig from 757 in lane number 5. Rose was a 359.9 this morning. Juice at 359.4. And Juice at 258.73, Rose at 259.0. Juice bringing in a really big kick in this closing 100, trying to put some distance between himself and Matthew Rose. He owns a PB of 356.71, which he set at the Singapore National Age Group Championships earlier this year. And he makes a turn in a 328.94. Moving into second is Eric Chen from Irvine Nova Aquatics in lane 4. He just split 29.3 and he is moving fast. Eric Chen, huge kick behind him, looking right at Juice in lane number 3. He is closing the fastest and it looks like he is going to get the heat win out of lane 4. He'll touch in a 357.99 for the heat win. Reese Juice, a 358.43. And third in the heat went to Sam Marsteiner in a 359.04. B final. The finalists in the men's 400 free in 1 from Bend, Brecken Edgeland. In 2, Santi Alzate, swim back. Swimming in 3, Pleasanton's William Canori. In 4 from West Coast Aquatics, Sunta Lee. In 5 from Badger, Jackson Cooper. In 6, Will Van Zee, Walkie Waves. In 7 from Streamline Aquatics, Grant Lilly. And in 8 from Long Island Aquatic Club, James Darcy. At the 100, Edgeland was a 56.44 out of lane 1. Alzate was a 56.57 in lane 2. But the field pretty tightly bunched. Fastest 50 split there was Sunta Lee in lane number 4 on that third 50. He won the 4IM last night in a 4:18 flat, so you know he's got the endurance. But Alzate in lane 2 is going to have the lead as they head into the 200. Alzate 156.88, Lee 157.29. And plenty of 157s from the rest of the field. No one is out of it at this point. Still Alzate 226.83, Sunta Lee 0.6 of a second behind him. Alzate had the fastest split time of the field. And he's looking to put some distance between himself and Lee. Grant Lilly in lane 7 also looking to move on up. .300 wall, Alzate 257.0, Lee 257.6, and Lilly 258.2. Final 75 meters to swim. This looks like it's going to come down to Alzate and Sunta Lee. They're going to turn together at the 350. Lee just slightly behind Alzate. And they're breathing away from each other on this final 50, but putting everything that they have into this final 25. Swimming almost stroke for stroke. Lee and Alzate, Lee in 4, Alzate in lane 2. And Sunta Lee in a 356.18 gets the touch. New PB for him. Santi Alzate was second in lane 2. He was at 356.45. And third in lane 6 was Will Van Zee, 357.63, dropping another second from his PB this morning. Presenting your championship finalists in the men's 400 freestyle. Swimming in lane number 1 from Clovis Swim Club, Jake Salcido. In 2 from Swim Atlanta, Connor Christofferson. In 3, swimming for Ozaki Aquatics, Aiden Terrazas. Representing Rochester Swim Club in lane number 4, your top qualifier, Kai Joyner. Swimming in lane number 5, representing Revolution Aquatic Club, Joey Eady. In 6, from the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Trevin Kraus. In lane number 7, swimming for Nitro Swimming, Brady Bennett. And rounding out the field in lane 8, from Irvine Nova Aquatics, Andrew Maximowski. Championship final. Kai Joyner had the fastest prelim time of a 3:53.33. He's in lane number 4. He was a 3:52.55 at Nationals a couple of days ago. Joey Eady was a 3:53.78 this morning. He's in lane number 5. In this opening 100, lanes 1 and 2 and lanes 7 and 8 are our leaders. And taking things out in lane number 7 is Brady Bennett at 55.56. Second at the 100 is Connor Christofferson from Swim Atlanta. Christofferson was a 3:53.59 a couple of days ago at Nationals. He'll look to best that this evening, as these gentlemen race towards a junior national title here in the championship final. .125.4 for Brady Bennett, 125.8 for Connor Christofferson. Christofferson with the fastest 50 split there, 29.76. Kai Joyner trying to go with him. He's starting to close the gap in lane number 4. And it's still gonna be Bennett and Christofferson, 1-2 at the 200. But Kai Joyner had a 29.4 split time there heading into the 200. He's made his move. Brady Bennett not backing down in lane 7, though Kai Joyner has taken over the lead by just 1/10 of a second, by just 1/100th of a second. Christofferson was second there at the 250, and it's going to be the athletes in lanes 2, 4, and 7 heading into the 300. Looks like Joyner has put a little bit more of distance between himself and Christofferson. Eady not out of it by any stretch in lane number 5. At the 300, 255.32 for Kai Joyner, 256.51 for Christofferson, opening up a second lead. And Eady starting to go in lane number 5. Just over 50 meters to swim here. And Joyner in clear command of this heat. He turns in a 3:24.46, more than a second and a half clear of the field. Edie is closing quick though as well in lane number 5. He was a 29.1 on that 50. And it looks to be Joyner in 4, Edie in 5, and Kristofferson up in lane 2. Kai Joyner in under the flags. He is going to get the touch for the junior national title in a 3:52.27, tying him for number 10 all-time 15-16. Second, Joey Edie in a 3:54.11, and taking third down in lane 8, Andrew Maximowski in a 3:56.21. If we can have a coach or representative from Rochester Swim Club to the ready room. Thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the men's 400 freestyle. The awards will be presented by Amy Kilpatrick from Rochester Swim Club. Finishing in 8th place from Clovis Swim Club, Jake Salcido. In 7th place, swimming for Ozaki Aquatics, Aiden Terrazas. In 6th place from Nitro Swimming, Brady Bennett. Representing the University of Denver, in 5th place, Trevin Kraus. Finishing 4th, representing Swim Atlanta, Connor Kristofferson. Representing Irvine Nova Aquatics, finishing in 3rd place, Andrew Maximowski. Your runner-up, Representing Revolution Aquatic Club, Joey Eady. And your junior national champion, finishing in a time of 3:52.27, tying him for number 10 all-time in the 15-16 category. Representing Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner. Congratulations to all of our finalists in the men's 400 freestyle. Next up, relay time. Women's and men's 200 medley relay. We'll be doing the top 2 seeded heats of the women's 200 medley relay, followed by the top 2 seeded heats of the men's 200 medley relay, and then we'll be alternating women's and men's for the remainder of the evening. Heat 1. Swimming Heat 1. Lane 1, Irvine Nova Aquatics B team. In 2, Nitro Swimming A. 3, Patriot Aquatic A. 4, Denver A. 5, Pleasanton Seahawks A. 6, Edina A team. 7, Long Island A team. And in 8, Dynamo Swim Club A team. Wasilensky in lane 4 appears to have the lead at the 50. No. It's Daniela Linares Danzos inching her out by 4/100ths of a second, but the University of Denver team on that exchange opens up a lead in lane number 4. Swimming for them is Natalie Braddock in lane 4. Braddock and Pulaski in lane 6 from Edina, heading in for the 100 wall. And the Hilltoppers will have the lead at the 100, 101.56, 101.92 for Edina. And into the fly leg, Wiesen swimming for the Hilltoppers, Cameron for Edina, and currently sitting in 3rd, looks like it's Luca from Lyack in lane 7. At the 150, still Denver, 129.09. They're looking good. Edina less than a second behind though in lane number 6 and trying to close that gap. The race for 3rd is on between lanes 2, 3, and 7. Looks like 3 has the slightest of leads. That's Grossenbach in lane 3. But this heat is going to be all University of Denver, 154.87 for them, 156.18 for Edina. Third in the heat goes to Patriot Aquatic in a 157.04. Heat 2. Heat number 2 in the water. This is the fastest seeded heat in the women's 200 medley relay. Swimming in 1, NASA Wildcat. In 2, Swimmac. In 3, Westchester Aquatic. In 4, Nova Virginia. 5, Swimmac A. 6, Beach Cities. 7, Irvine Nova Aquatics. And in 8, Empire KC. Time to beat put up last heat was a 154.87. Touching first at the 50 was Gabby Brito in a 28.53. Wonderful opening leg for her. Second at the 50 was Inez Arnold from Westchester. She was a 29.0. And moving on up in lane 1, Addie Koenig-Song, swimming for NASA Wildcats. It's going to be lanes 1 and 6 heading into the 100 wall together. Koenig-Song and 6, Taylor. 101.47 at the split. 101.92 for Taylor. And into the butterfly leg they go. Trying to move on up in lane number 5. That's Swimmac. Swimming the butterfly leg for Swimmac is Emma Grace Richardson. But it's still Beach Cities Alpha with the lead in lane number 6. 128.9 for them on the split time. They're half a second up on Swimmac and less than 25 meters to go. Swimmac trying to close that gap. Lane 1 still not out of it by any stretch, but it looks like it's going to be Beach Cities Alpha in lane number 6. They'll touch in a 154.93. Second in the heat is Swimmac, North Carolina in 155.26. But you see the Hilltoppers jumping up and down. They beat out that time by just 6/100ths in the opening heat in a 154.87. Beach Cities Alpha 154.93 in that heat. Swimmac 155.26 and NASA Wildcat 155.95. Heat 1 and 200 medley relay. Heat 1, lane 1, Scarlet Aquatics. 2, NASA Wildcat. 3, Nitro Swimming. 4, Lakeside Aquatic. 5, Madison Aquatics. 6, Rochester Swim Club. 7, Crimson Aquatics. And in lane 8, Gold Medal Swim Club. Opening split time
For Rochester in lane number 6, that was Elliot Leisure in a 26.14. Second at the split was Abnihab Agnihotri in a 26.47. Two, 4, 6, and 7 looking good. Heading into the 100 wall, that's Devin Bone in lane 2, Hyun in lane 4, Holmes in 6, and Karpow in 7. At the 100 split, NASA Wildcat 55-39. They have a great exchange and they head in with the lead. Lakeside also moving well in this butterfly leg. And in lane 7, Crimson at the 150. It is Lakeside, 119.62. They're just a 10th ahead of the Wildcats. And it's gonna be 2 and 4. The Wildcats looking good up in lane 2, powering home. Lakeside trying to stay with them. And it's gonna be the NASA Wildcats, 142.53. They get the heat win by 0.2 of a second over Lakeside, 142.77. Third in the heat, Madison Aquatic Club, 143.39. Heat 2, men's 200 medley relay. Heat 2, fastest seeded heat for the men in 1, Streamline Aquatics, 2, NASA Wildcat, 3, Santa Clara, 4, Badger, 5, Waterloo Swimming, 6, New Wave, 7, Irvine Nova Aquatics, and 8, Central Ohio. Out to a very fast start is lane 5, that's Benjamin Jaggers. He's a 25.18. Jaggers about a second clear of the field at the 50, and handing off to his teammate, Max Lane. Moving on up in lane number 2, that's NASA Wildcat. But Waterloo looking very strong in this opening 100. 53 even at the 100. That was a 27 high on their breaststroker, Max Lane. And they've got a body length clear of the field. Stolarczyk in the water, swimming the butterfly for Waterloo, and into the freestyle they go. Waterloo 1 second clear of the field. Wildcats sitting in a clear second, trying to close the gap, but it looks like Waterloo is gonna be too tough to catch. They're gonna come in for a 139.61, obliterating the Junior Nationals meet record, which was a 141.44 dating back to 2025. Also under that record were the NASA Wildcats in a 141.03. But ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Waterloo Swimming and a new meet record, 139.61. Heat 3, women's 200 medley relay. Swimming in Heat 3, Lane 1, Central Ohio. 2, Bellevue. 3, Schroeder Swim Team. 4, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. 5, Santa Clara Swim Club. 6, Lakeside Aquatic Club. 7, Orinda Aquatics. And in Lane 8, Gold Medal Swim Club. $28.68 for Maggie Dickinson to open things up for her team, the Schroeder Swim Team in Lane 3. Moving on up on the breaststroke, that's Bellevue Club Swim Team. That's Tatum Ng swimming in lane number 2. She appears to be taking over the lead. Moving also really well in lane 1, that's Abby Goodrich from Central Ohio. Goodrich, that's Alexis Pelch from Central Ohio. Pelch and Ng finish up their breaststroke splits. Ng has the lead 102.65 for Bellevue. And into the butterfly leg they go. Taking over the lead in lane number 1, Central Ohio. Brooke Nagy swimming the butterfly leg for them. And moving up in lane 3, that's Schroeder Swim Team's A.B. King. At the 150, King and Nagy touched nearly together, and Schroeder had the slightest of edges over lane 1, Central Ohio, but Central Ohio powering home on this freestyle leg. Central Ohio opening up nearly a body length lead on this freestyle leg. And Adeline Espy, their anchor, is going to touch for the win in a 156.71. for the heat win. Second in the heat went to Schroeder's at a 157.47. Third to Fisher's area in a 157.55. Well done, ladies. Heat 3, men's 200 medley relay. Heat 3 for the men in the water in 1, San Ramon, in 2, Tide Swimming, 3, Mesa Aquatics, 4, Irvine, 5, Rose Bowl, 6, Mason Manta Rays, 7, Nova Virginia, and an 8, Livermore. It's worth mentioning that in Heat 2 of the men's, not only was that a new meet record of 139.61 for Waterloo Swimming, but that was also a new national age group record, 139.61 for Waterloo Swimming. In this current heat, heat number 3, lanes 3, 5, and 8 moving well. Lane 8, that's Rostic Kilco, swimming for Livermore. He's got the lead. And Livermore, half a second clear of the field. They touch in a 55.37. Henry Yang was second. As Rose Bowl tries to challenge on the butterfly leg. It's Livermore, Rose Bowl, and Mesa, 1, 2, 3, heading into the 150. That lead now just over 0.2 of a second for Livermore. Rose Bowl gets off to the freestyle start in a hurry. But it looks like Livermore still has the lead with just 25 meters to go. Livermore trying to hold on in lane number 8. Isaiah Silver, and it's actually Rose Bowl who gets a touch in 144.32. Their anchor, Liam Thomas. And Rose Bowl with Isaiah Silver on the freestyle finishes second, 144.37. Third in the heat goes to the Mason Manta Rays in a 145.17. Heat 4, women's 200 medley relay. In this fourth heat for the women, in 1, Scarlet Aquatics, 2, Mason Manta Rays, 3, Clovis Swim Club, 4, Streamline Aquatics A, 5, Streamline Aquatics B, 6, Aquazot, 7, Crawfish, and an 8, Long Island Aquatic Club. 50 split on the backstroke at 29.89 for Carly Whitehead in lane number 4. Second was Madeline Griffith at 30.19. Streamline sitting 1 and 2 at the 50, moving on up on the breaststroke. That's Clovis Swim Club. Reagan Hildreth of Clovis trying to close the gap. It's still going to be Streamline Aquatics though, with Valeria Garza touching for the lead in a 1:02.94 at the 100. The two teams from Streamline still sitting 1-2 at the 100. Their A team opening up a body length and a half lead though over their B team. And Avery Hager putting in a great butterfly split for Streamline. And they head into the freestyle leg with 2.5 seconds of a lead over Clovis in 3 and their B team in lane 5. Jaylee Hager from Streamline closing things out. She's gonna put her head down and reach for the wall. The time, a 1:55.26. Great swim for her, just off the times from those first two heats. We had a 1:54.87 and a 1:54.93. Well done to this team from Streamline in lane number 4. Second in the heat, Streamline Aquatics B team, 1:58.66. Third to Mason Manta Rays in a 1:59.80. Heat 4, men's 200 medley relay. Heat 4 underway for the men. In 1, Dynamo Swim Club. In 3, Pleasanton Seahawks. In 4, Beach Cities Alpha. In 5, North Baltimore. In 7, Pleasanton. That's their B team. And in 8, Alto Swim Club A team. Backstrokers finishing up, and it is 27.01 for Daniel Brandon of North Baltimore. Second, just 1/100th behind, was Dynamo's Jonathan Giddens. And Dynamo with the lead in this breaststroke now. Swimming for them is Ben Blomgren Ben Blomgren opening up almost a body length lead over lane 4. Lane 4, that's Beach Cities Alpha and Nolan Weiland. At the 100, it's Blomgren and Dynamo 55.57. A second clear of Beach Cities Alpha. And into the butterfly leg they go. Jacob Weinberg from Dynamo swimming the butterfly leg for them. Jake Everett from Beach Cities Alpha swimming for lane 4, and in 5, finishing up was Miles Koff. Dynamo still with the lead. They've got 0.3 of a second at the 150 over Beach Cities Alpha, but it looks like Dynamo is opening things back up on this anchor leg. They're gonna sprint home for the win in heat number 4 in a time of 1:44.14. Second in the heat goes to Beach Cities Alpha, 1:45.21. Third, North Baltimore, 1:46.68. Heat 5, women's 200 medley relay. Heat 5 for the woman. Swimming in 1, Club Wolverine. In 2, Rancho San Dieguito. 3, 757 swim. 4, San Ramon Valley. 5, New Wave swim team. 6, North Baltimore. And in 7, Blazing Barracudas. And in 8, Team Pittsburgh. At the 50, Blazing Barracudas 29.96. That was Josephine Pillion. Second at the split was Katrine Otaegi. She was a 30 flat. Moving well on this breaststroke leg, Catherine Dorsey swimming for Blazing Barracudas of Ohio. Also moving well is Club Wolverine in lane 1. That's Lulu Flynn. But it looks as though Blazing Barracudas is going to have the lead at the 100, 1:03.78. 0.3 of a second up on Club Wolverine. Third at the 100 was 7.57. Blazing Barracudas trying to open up their lead even further. They're swimming in lane 7. That's Sofia Jimenez. Lanes 3 and 5 trying to go with her. Campbell Daniel and Chandler Daigle finishing up their butterfly legs. It's still Blazing Barracudas into the freestyle. They've got a body length lead. Lane 3 in second, that's 7.57 swim. Moving on up in lane 1, that's the anchor for Club Wolverine, Kia Alert. Coming in for the touch, Eva Hughes of Blazing Barracudas, 1:57.48. 7.57 swim gets the touch for second, 1:58.88. Third was Club Wolverine, 1:58.97. Heat 5, men's 200 medley relay. Heat number 5 in the water, swimming in 2, Laker swim. In 3, Mason Manta Rays. In 4, Swim Mac Carolina. In 5, Club Wolverine. And in 7, Swim Mac Carolina B team. $25.88 for Sam Campbell of Club Wolverine. He puts about 2 seconds between himself and Swim Mac A in lane 4. And Club Wolverine's Isaac Adanin powering through the breaststroke. Jack Martin from Swim Mac trying to go with him. Club Wolverine 54.99 at the 100, a second clear of Swim Mac. And sitting in third is the Swim Mac B team out of lane 7. Butterflyers in the water. You've got Jung for Club Wolverine, Crow for Swim Mac, Jansen for the Manta Rays. At the 150, Jang touched in 120.4 for Wolverine. Swim Mac had closed the gap to just 0.4 of a second through the butterfly leg. And so it's Club Wolverine and Swim Mac, lanes 5 and 4. Club Wolverine has a slight edge over Swim Mac, and they're gonna come through to touch in this final heat. Club Wolverine in a 143.86. Swim Mac a 144.48. And Laker Swim, and Swim Mac B team a 147.26. And this concludes an outstanding third night of finals here at the William Willett Junior Aquatic Center. Congrats to tonight's Junior National Championships finalists, relay teams, and all of the athletes who produced memorable performances in the pool. And we extend our sincere thanks to the coaches, to the officials, the volunteers, the families, and the fans for your continued support throughout the championship. With 3 days down and 2 to come, there's still plenty more, and we look forward to welcoming you back here tomorrow for day 4 of the 2026 Junior National Championships. Have a safe evening.